Hey, what's up guys, it's me David back with another episode of my thoughts, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It is my thoughts on a certain product. So the Xbox One X recently was announced, and as the title suggests, I think that this is the first console that beats custom PCs. Now custom PCs, I am no foreigner to them. I have designed many custom PCs myself, and in the $500 budget, it is really hard to get something as good as the Xbox One X, at least specs wise. Now the Xbox One X has a really awesome, great support, and I will have the product video trailer kind of thing rolling right now. Okay guys, so you have seen the product trailer. Now the main selling point of the Xbox One X is 4K. Now 4K is really, in my opinion, overrated, and since most people don't actually have a 4K TV yet, it might not be a good feature for you, except for the fact that this has capability to do 4K, then most people have 1080p televisions. How much more performance can you get with 1080p? Now that is a really killer feature. So while most people can't use the actual 4K feature themselves, on 1080p it's gonna run more smooth and more buttery than 4K, which is awesome. Now let's get into the specs. Although I'm not the spec guy, when you're talking about specs as good as this for $500, I need to tell you this. So it's got a custom octa-core AMD CPU. That means 8 cores clocked at 2.3 gigahertz. Now 2.3 gigahertz isn't that high of a clock speed, but clock speeds are overrated. But there are many games that require a certain clock speed and higher, so it is pretty important when you're doing gaming. So just to let you guys know, a Pentium G4560 is actually considered good enough for gaming for most people, while for heavier gamers it's much better to have a Core i5. But an octa-core custom AMD CPU, custom is a real important word. It means that this this Xbox CPU is built especially for Xbox tasks, meaning that 2.3 gigahertz in octa-core is going to make it much smoother. This is going to be really awesome, but the thing is, CPUs aren't as important as GPUs on the gaming side of things, but still, having a good CPU is still really nice. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you. 12 gigabytes of GDDR5. Now that is like GTX 1080 to Titan grade if you're getting a dedicated GPU. And I don't know how they fit 12 gigs of GDDR5 into a $500 console. That's just crazy. And I'm like, when I read the specs, I'm like, did I read that properly? And okay, teraflops are also one of those things that are overrated, but this has assured a lot of them. It has exactly 6 teraflops. And now the iMac Pro recently announced has 11.5 teraflops, I believe, but 6 teraflops is still really good. I think the normal iMac 27-inch has around the 6 teraflop GPU. Again, teraflops are overrated, but for 4K gaming, it's going to help a lot. Memory bandwidth has been improved with 326 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth. That is really fast. So yeah, overall that's awesome. It has a 40% increase in size approximately, but it's the smallest Xbox ever. And it has a Scorpio engine, so it's using a Scorpion engine. Technically means 6 teraflops, 326 gigabyte per second memory bandwidth, advanced and custom silicon. So the Scorpio engine is basically combining the GPU and the CPU into one. So it's like what's on a smartphone, an SoC basically. so there is supposedly maximum cooling. So it has liquid cooling. For $500, you're getting a 12 gigabyte GDDR5 liquid cooling in a custom octa-core CPU. That is just crazy amount of performance. If you could load Windows 10 on this, that would be just killer. But I doubt you can actually do that. And this is custom tuned, you know, probably not overclocked, but yeah. Memory and storage. Storage is where it lacks a lot. Okay. It has 8 gigabytes of flash memory, so it has 8 gigs of RAM. That's actually pretty good. But storage is a 1 terabyte hard disk drive. It should be at least in solid state or, you know, solid state hybrid drive, but it's like not that good right now. Video capability, of course, I said 4K UHD, and HDMI with AMD FreeSync at 4K at 60 Hertz, and of course better Hertz count at lower lost my mind again, at lower resolutions. Yes. Now the ports, you know, there is still the same amount of ports. There's a power plugging port, and that's exactly the same as the old Xbox One S. So you can just literally take the Xbox One S out, throw that in the trash, and then put the Xbox One X in, and you're good to go. 2 HDMI ports, and one of them is a HDMI 1.4B in, and the other one is a 2.0B out. And there's 3 USB 3.0 ports, IR out, SPDIF, which I don't know what that is actually, and an Ethernet port, which is self-explanatory. And this is really just awesome. You know, it has it's just overall extremely high quality. You get real 4K, unlike, you know, just near 4K, it's actual 4K. You get HDR, which is pretty normal right now. There's Dolby Atmos and DTS:X for spatial sound. You know, Dolby Atmos is really nice actually. And then you can play only 4K games like Forza Motorsport 7, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, Super Lucky's Tale, and, you know, all of those. And again, the custom AMD CPU is going to help a lot with this. And supposedly the biggest blockbusters play better. So if you look for the Xbox One X enhanced logo, and if it's there, then it's built for that custom CPU and GPU. So that's really awesome. So yeah, overall this concludes the my thoughts episode. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you didn't like it, click the dislike button. If you have any questions about the Xbox One X, go in the comment section and talk about it. And so yeah, click the subscribe button to see more cool content like this. So